That knockout made him feel like a god. This fighter is truly vibrant and colorful. He never misses an opportunity to show off his best side in every light and from every angle. You'll definitely never mistake him for anyone else, thanks to his expressiveness and vibrancy, as well as his style and tattoos. He always steps into the ring wearing his wings to demonstrate how his punches fly, both softly and powerfully. And this persona has stuck with him for a long time, a trait that will come back to haunt him in the future. He also never attended press conferences without pulling some kind of stunt. For example, at one such conference, he pointedly pulled out a burger and started chowing it down, demonstrating how he'd swallow it with gusto right in the ring. But at the same time, he tried to be polite to his opponents. He made appearances wherever he could, as long as there was a camera in the ring to capture his fight. But he actually fought well. His strikes were beautiful and hard, and one could even call him the next McGregor, destined to win many awards thanks to his image and his technique in the ring. The only thing he lacked was a more restrained demeanor, which would have helped him become even tougher for his opponents. But at one point, things wouldn't go according to plan for him, thanks to this UFC champion who wanted to show him how to conduct himself with dignity in the ring, where you can't overdo it with your performance. He watched his fight and immediately recognized him as someone with great potential. But in order for him to reach his full potential, he needed training that would teach him how to sense when to hold back and focus on the fight. After his main bout, the champion had already noticed his mistakes, and he was invited to spar with him, during which the champion would clearly point out what he was doing wrong. They agreed on a training session, and on the day of the session, he showed up with a friend, and they were goofing around again while sparring with huge gloves weighing an infinite number of ounces. The champion immediately realized this was going to happen, and he didn't like it very much. They finally started sparring, and from the very beginning, he began provoking him to hit harder. And as soon as the champion started doing so, he'd remark, "Good boy." This angel's friend laughed heartily every time he said that. Of course, the UFC legend didn't appreciate these remarks directed at him, but this guy just kept on and on, provoking him to throw hard punches, ignoring the fact that the champion clearly didn't like it at all. The fighter took this upstart down once to cool him off a bit, but of course that was useless, and he continued his provocation. That's when the champion stopped the sparring session and began scolding the two clowns, who couldn't seem to grasp that such behavior has absolutely no place in the ring. But this guy still didn't care and kept acting up. The champion had explained this more than once, but after seeing that the guy didn't care, he was ready to show his true strength, which would put an end to this troublemaker once and for all. A few seconds later, a straight kick to the head knocked this angel down, and he finally proved that such behavior can critically affect a fight, and that it's not always worth continuing to show off in critical situations.